peak, Tommy Morrison was an absolute destroyer. But the biggest mistake fighters made was thinking he had a glass jaw.
Tommy Morrison is Tommy Morrison. It's not, he can't change. He got to duck them jabs and right hands. Every time he duck, he runs into something.
He hits you with the left hook, you're gone.
In today's video, we take a look at one of Morrison's most violent matchups. A night where a fighter believed that if he hurt Tommy Morrison, he'd quit. But what he found out was...
And there's the left hook.
that he was dead wrong. This is Punch Drunk Fool. Let's go. In June of 1992, Tommy Morrison was on a revenge tour. After losing via brutal knockout to Ray Mercer a few months earlier, his mission was to make every man who stepped in front of him pay. But standing in Morrison's way was a giant Native American mauler, Joe Hip. Hip was known as an incredible puncher, with an iron chin and the ability to knock guys out cold with one shot.
And Cooper tries to back him up here.
Hip had his eyes on a title shot, and as tough a man as Hip was, he was going to have to be at his absolute best to beat a gunslinger like Tommy Morrison. Morrison was particularly angry this night, knowing that this would be one of his toughest fights, and in retrospect, it may have actually been the toughest brawl either man ever took part in.
Here. These are two fighters that predominantly like to fight straight ahead. You're referring to Yuri Ball in April of 1991. That was actually on the...
As soon as the bell rang, Morrison charged Hip, and it was obvious Hip wouldn't take any backward steps. It was war.
I worked for him at the lower levels of boxing, well, not at the top. There's a little further in.
He said he never even had a did tire badly in the Mercer fight, although you get the impression.
And seeing Mercer still standing there, that he pinned. Ray Mercer started to punch back in that fourth round, and I think those punches by the right eye, which is real dangerous, because that, you know, how are you going to avoid Morrison's power? He says, I got to block it. I got to keep my right hand up to avoid the left. So much that the doctor or the referee has to stop the fight. He's asserting himself, he's not going wild. Tommy Morrison's punch coming back, which he hasn't done much of.
Nailed over the top.
One thing that you notice with Joe Hip,
Being in a heavyweight fight, Tommy Morrison is unscathed for a good, very successful. We're here to Colorado Springs to the Air Force Academy, Virginia Military Institute at a lower altitude, training in Kansas City for the Ray Mercer. Too many distractions.
yeah, Tommy, if it's now a loss. I mean, you learn from it, you get better.
Morrison is throwing in combination.
It was when Tommy scored a solid punch.
We want to remind our local ABC stations that at the end of this round, we're going to take a station break.
Thumping body punch by Joe Hip there. Good side. Tommy Morrison had his right up to pick off the...
This is...
By the end of the third round, Morrison informed his corner that he had broken his jaw and his right hand. His corner wanted to stop it, but Morrison wasn't ready to give up yet.
The fourth round here in Reno, Nevada. I'm Dan Deerdorf along with Alex Swallow. We're ringside.
And for the first time in the fight, a little blood was drawn, and interesting.
We're in the fourth round, as I said. The first three-round category is several notches forward.
Very, very slowly, but he is coming forward. But he has not shown, exhibited, he's shown some of his punches.
Joe Hip is a southpaw fighter, only the second that plays.
Keep the punches up, boy.
And of course, facing a right-hander is nothing new. And here's a good combination by Joe
I
Hip.
have questions about Tommy Morrison standing.
Another left hand by Hip.
And he responded with a big left.
He's sure interesting here in the closing moments of the fourth round.
Tommy Morrison holding on.
Catch him for 10, and this has just got fun.
By the end of the fourth, Morrison was in serious trouble. Hip was hammering that broken jaw of Morrison's, which was obviously extremely painful, but something kept him getting back up for the next round.
The medical report card on Morrison, he has a mouse under his left eye.
Joe Hip, who really, as big as he is not really kind of an arm puncher.
Great uppercut by Morrison.
And the first one we've seen.
But the tide was turning. It was now or never for Morrison to bring the fight to Hip.
Chin by Morrison.
From a man who's supposed to be able
Right hand by Hip, Alex.
from somebody who's supposed to be able to the mouth.
Yep, Hip leading from the mouth. Oh, Tommy Morrison, the right hand. And Joe Hip better protect himself.
He's taking his time because I think the Mercer fight, when he had
Alex, can Morrison be deliberate to a fault?
and he might sense that he was getting real tired. I mean, he expended a lot of energy.
Mark.
right hand.
And Alex and I were both talking to each other during that commercial break.
Morrison just faint from exhaustion his whole life. He's knocked out. But
Tommy Morrison has never seen the 7th round of a professional fight.
he is clearly... Oh, another left hand from Joe Hipp.
Boy, that one was right there.
But Joe Hipp knows, and we should know.
Racially, Joe Hipp really doesn't. Here we come to the 7th round of a professional fight. And remember that early in his career, he was just...
Clearly, Sylvester Stallone and Joe Hipp have different personal trainers.
That's right. Again, a reminder that that knee brace on the right leg of Joe Hipp.
You know, the big thing is, it appears the problem. Oh! Good combination by Hipp. But we have to point out that Joe Hipp is just standing right in front of him. I mean, clearly, it's just...
Tommy Morrison on his heels and moving backwards.
Now it's Joe Hipp. And Tommy Morrison has to find a way to win around him.
The trend in the last couple rounds being the stalker. Now, to give you an illustration,
uppercut by Joe Hipp.
He won 12 fights, a total of 33 rounds.
Scoring. Response.
Scoring combination by Joe Hipp.
Forearm shiver. Oh, you go there, how awkward. Then unless Tommy Morrison does get a second or third win, whatever he's looking for.
We'll return with more of ABC's Wide World of Sports after a word from our ABC station.
This was the round Morrison was looking for. After being beat on for several rounds, he finally gets his revenge here.
Favor of Morrison, and of course Joe Hipp, an American Indian born in Browning, Montana, a member of the Blackfeet, and was born, grew up in Yakima, Washington. Lives now.
This was 11-1. He is a very
yes, corner of Tommy Morrison. There's John Brown, his trainer, and yes, that is a concerned look. And you see Joe Hipp, but this crowd here in Reno has definitely swung over Joe Hipp. A reminder that we are not the official scores. This is the final minute of the ninth.
Wide open the mouth of Tommy Morrison, absolutely exhausted.
You can't fight with your mouth open. Oh, good Morrison, and that hurts Joe Hipp. Joe Hipp is in trouble. Joe Hipp is down. He's up at it. He's lost in a fight.
Morrison came back to win a fight he should have lost because of a big mistake Hipp made. Let me explain. When Hipp throws a jab, he's overextended and exposing his chin. He sensed Morrison was tired and got overconfident. And when Morrison went on the offensive, it surprised Hipp, and he dropped his guard and attempted to grab Morrison, and it left him wide open for business. And you can never give up fundamentals when you're facing a man with as much power as Morrison. The mistake could be deadly.